In today's breaking news, you were warned months ago, if not years ago now, you were warned that XRP's takeover is incoming. The XRP will win their lawsuit against the SEC. XRP will get an ETF and institutional liquidity will flood into this market and that XRP explode in value. Yet many chose not to believe this, and today Bitwise Invest has proven you all wrong. Breaking news, crypto asset manager Bitwise files for the first XRP ETF. This morning, Wednesday morning, Bitwise Invest filed an initial registration statement with the SEC signaling its intent to launch an XRP ETF. This is huge news and this is not fake. This has been verified by many within the community. Even Eric Boltoners, the senior ETF analyst from Bloomberg, confirmed its legitness. But if you needed more proof of its authenticity, well, how about this post here from Bitwise themselves, confirming that today they filed for an XRP Etf and XRP ETF. This is very big news for XRP, but once more, I'm not surprised, and you really shouldn't be either. Even Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, states here, first Bitcoin then Ethereum, it was only a matter of time. That this move by Bitwise underscores the growing trust and integration of digital assets like XRP into traditional finance, proving that the adoption is not slowing down, if anything is speeding up. The markets are still maturing, but maturing faster, and once more though, this is just the beginning. I mean, surely you remember Brad Garlinghouse's statement on Bloomberg from ages ago, months if not a year ago now, that once more the XRP would inevitably get the ETF. Listen closely.
So you would welcome an XRP ETF then?
We would certainly welcome it, and I think it's inevitable that there'll be, multiple ETFs around different tokens. And I think you'll even see ETFs potentially around baskets that also, I think, further diversify that risk.
Furthermore, Matt Hogan here, CEO of Bitwise, warned you of this months ago, that more ETFs were on the way to the crypto market, and of course, it's no surprise therefore that XRP, with what it is, was going to be one of the early adopters. Again, listen closely.
There's some big money coming.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. I think people need to keep their eyes on Q3 and Q4 as it regards these ETFs, right? We saw the Bitcoin ETF explode out of the gate in January. We saw flows slow down a little bit in Q2, although they're still coming in. We saw the Ethereum ETF launch. But I think the big story in the second half of the year is we're going to see flows re-accelerate. And the reason for that is I expect the major wirehouses, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, UBS, Merrill Lynch, to all come online in late Q3 or early Q4. And that's going to unlock trillions of dollars of assets that are going to come running into this space. I think it's going to be a big deal.
Now, as you heard him say, just as Q3 came to an end and Q4 began, Matt Hogan's prediction came to fruition right on schedule, as more institutional money will start coming online, setting their sights onto crypto, of course onto XRP as well. They will unlock trillions of dollars, allowing it all to flow into the crypto space, into the crypto market, and of course also all into XRP. It's going to be a very big deal, and it's all going to start speeding up, accelerating from this point forward. The SEC of course has been gatekeeping XRP's potential, stifling its adoption for the longest time, 3+ years. But also for even longer, for many more years, Ripple have been building up relationships with major financial institutions and central banks. Ripple has long been an institutional favorite. That is a matter of fact. And this to me is a sign of tides turning for XRP and in the crypto space as a whole. A sign that trillions of institutional money is about to be injected double time, quickly into the space and send crypto into a bull run frenzy. You need to understand how to navigate this market more so now than ever before, which is why I created a free to join Discord server. So into the 50 of us right now, all working towards achieving this financial freedom, and we are growing every day. So by all means, come and be part of the family. Link to join will be in the description below. Now, while I do strongly believe that this Bitwise ETF is a sign that the lawsuit is very close to an end, that the SEC will soon settle with Ripple and XRP, it seems that that day will not be today, as unsurprisingly, according to Brad Garlinghouse, but he is pissed, understandably, the SEC has just appealed Judge Torres' decision once more, thus causing the correction in XRP's price today. So once more, this clown show will continue to go on, but in saying that, the reason I believe that this Bitwise announcement still is confirmation of an imminent settlement deal with Ripple and the SEC is because of everything else that's happened around it. For one, we had Robinhood relisting XRP after they already delisted them years ago when they were originally sanctioned by the SEC. But Robinhood have relisted them, which is very, very big news, and furthermore, they've actually just launched crypto transfers in Europe, which is very big news for XRP future adoption. But the question, of course, you need to ask is, why Robinhood do this before the SEC decision? And they are the only ones as well. Grayscale did the same thing with an XRP trust, and now of course we have Bitwise. So the question of course is, why are all these companies and institutions jumping the gun, getting in early before the case has been officially settled, unless it already has behind the scenes, or these institutions are confident that this case won't continue much further. But funnily enough, it actually gets even more interesting than that, you see, because first off, we have a Bitwise representative that's going to be attending the Ripple Swell event in just a few weeks' time, and they're going to be discussing ETFs, which is very big news. And furthermore, Bloomberg is the official partner of Ripple Swell, the media partner of Ripple Swell, and Eric Bolchner, the senior ETF analyst of Bloomberg, will also be there, and he also confirmed the ETF filing is legit. Ultimately, to me, this is just way too many coincidences for it to just be speculation. Something evidently is coming, and XRP's takeover seemingly is much closer than you would expect. And then to continue adding more on top of that, when you dive a little bit deeper, you'll realize that an XRP ETF just does make sense. As we can see from Smoke here, the market is maturing very quickly thanks to the existing ETFs, the institutional adoption that is growing in this space, mainstream media actively discussing crypto more and more and not flooding it, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. But ultimately, we're about to see trillions of dollars flood into this space, transforming the same way the real estate market and gold market did with institutions, every market you can name of. The difference is this time though, is you are ahead of these institutions. They have always been 10 steps ahead of us, but this time round with crypto, you are 2 steps ahead of them. While they're the ones still driving this market seemingly, you are here right now early enough to enjoy this ride going up. And of course, it makes sense that XRP is chosen as an ETF, as they have been a favourite amongst institutions, with this price only being at 60 cents or even under that right now. Just think about all the institutions who are partnered with them that want to get their hands on XRP and understand therefore how high they want this asset to go to make as much money off it as possible. So I guess the way to do that is to give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about here. This video from the United Nations, the UN. They are talking about the direction of the financial market, where it's going, talking about a monetary reset and the need for new financial instruments to tackle the global liquidity issue through SDRs. Take a listen.
1, we must change the rules of the international financial system and reform its governance and instruments. 2, we must shock-proof vulnerable economies by dealing with debt and liquidity in a comprehensive, development-focused manner. And if we need to give countries a shot of liquidity like we give them a shot of adrenaline to avoid them falling off the cliff of death, then we must do so. And thirdly, we must augment financing by boosting country capacity to invest in resilience by several means, including what has been announced already, the rechanneling of special drawing rights through our multilateral development partners, but that will only be truly effective if there is another issuance of SDRs in the near future.
Now, isn't it just funny how XRP has been quoted and documented as an SDR by these institutions? And also, interestingly, Ripple has partnerships with central banks all around the world, worldwide, who are integrating their technology into the backend of their system as we speak. Just saying. This Bitwise ETF announcement is massive news, but I believe truthfully it's the start of something much bigger. But let me know what you think, what will happen. Come chill chat and learn more on the free Discord server. Again, the link is below, but remember, don't look short term, think long term, and I'll see you in the next one.